Students and staff in the St. Joseph Public Schools will continue to need to mask up for at least the next 2 weeks. School board voting tonight to keep that policy in place. However, this time there's a tripwire for when masks would become an option and not a requirement. KQ2's Madeline McLean reports on what that is.
Leaders of St. Joseph Public Schools revisiting the district-wide mask requirement. The school board voting to continue to require all students and staff to wear masks, but with an important change.
We made it more specific with kind of an end in sight.
With a 6-1 vote by the board, they decided to continue masking until the county positivity rate falls below 5% for a consistent 2 weeks. The positivity rate is currently on a downward trend. When school started, it was 12%. It's now between 7 and 8.
If we get below 5%, then we're going to be masks optional.
But it has to stay that way for 2 weeks, something board president Tammy Pasley says keeps the district from flip-flopping between mask policies as numbers fluctuate.
So we won't be ping-ponging back and forth and confusing everyone.
This is not the result Laura Sutton wanted. She has 2 school-aged children in the district.
We're all different levels, I guess, of what we might agree on, but we do agree on freedom.
She says masks should be an option, not a requirement. However, she's okay with the school board's latest decision.
They actually gave us some type of guideline because we had 0. It was just no. And whatever they say, basically, with no actual proof of anything.
She, like other critics of the original mask policy, often pointed out how frustrating it was that there was no end point. It could go on forever.
So you get to wear your mask and make everybody else wear a mask. But we don't have a choice now? Why?
Monday, the board took that into consideration.
On August 23rd, when we put the mask mandate into effect, it was indefinitely until we could look at numbers and decide whether or not to continue it or to not continue it.
Now that endpoint is a 5% positivity rate. Reporting, Madeline McLean, KQ2 News.
Board's also forming a subcommittee to formulate an upper limit in case masks do come off and numbers go back up. Currently, there are more than 116 students in quarantine across the district. This time last year, there were 425 in quarantine.